Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching 30 Reasons Why. This episode 5 of season 3. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying the series so far. Last episode we was chasing after Tyler pretty much all episode because Clay and Anna thought he had a gun in his bag. You know, we did see him confess the episode before that he still had one weapon left. You know, he did ask what Clay and Tony done with the weapons, which they didn't disclose to him. They said they got rid of him. They never said where. And you know, they asked him why, and he said because they've still got one. Now, obviously, they asked for him to hand it over, and he said he couldn't get it. It was in a place that was unreachable because his parents would find out, and he'd have to do it the next day. So, obviously, Tony's camped outside of his house, obviously stayed in his car, and waited until the next morning because we seen it next to him, Tyler, on the bed. So he's obviously lying about that. And then all day, yeah, he was asking, have you got it? Have you got it? Yeah, I'll give it you at the end of the day. I'll give it you at the end of the day. They seen him put like a brown paper bag inside of his backpack. And they're like, what's going on here? And they've been following him and chasing him. And he's been sketchy all episode, to be honest. And then it was announced by the news people that Bryce had actually been shot and murdered. So all eyes are now on Tyler. Now, Clay's confronted him, searched his bag, nothing in there. Tyler's kind of upset. You know, he's speaking to the counsellor, saying that he's got no friends. She said that you have actually got friends, you know. I've seen you in the hallway. You got loads of people, you know, like, supporting you. He went to HO, which is a group that Jessica's running, you know, like, they want to stand up and obviously, you know, preach for survivors and none of these abuse and stuff like that. And they're saying that, you know, they wanted to go to Bryce's funeral and he wanted to protest against there because of the madness that, obviously, the pain that he's caused everybody. Where Jessica was a bit 50-50. Tyler ended up popping up and saying that he disagreed with it. They turned around and said, mate, you know, you could be here and you can be supportive, but you can't speak on people who have been assaulted when you've never been assaulted yourself. And he had to stay there and be quiet, even though we've seen him be assaulted, you know, in the previous episodes from Monty. Now, speaking of Monty, he actually confronted him in this episode, Tyler, and he said, like, he wants him to apologise for what he'd done to him. Otherwise, you know, him and the two guys that done it are going to pay. Monty's turned around and said, what about Bryce? You know, he kind of runs this school. Nothing happened without his permission. And then we got a backstory of Tyler turning up to Bryce's hotel room with a gun pointing at him, obviously getting a confession out of him that, no, I never actually told him to do what he did. You know, he's he spiraled out, you know, last season. Football got cancelled, you know, the trial, the questions, the eyes on him. He spiraled out and he done it on his own backing. I actually believe Bryce on that one. And then obviously we ended up Clay going back to Tyler's house, trying to get the weapon off him. Seeing on his computer pictures of the dead bodies, turns out that dead body is Bryce, which is mad. Tyler explained that he's the one that found him. He's the one that called the police anonymously. He was there because he was going to kill himself, jump off the bridge. Then when he seen Bryce's body, he decided, you know, like, that's it. You know, I don't want to do that. I actually want to live. Do you know what I mean? Bryce is now gone. And I never, you know, fully realised until it was staring me in the face that I actually wanted to get better. So that was really good. And then he did hand the gun over to Clay, who then handed it over to Justin to dispose of, who then used it, not physically bang bang, but used it to threaten, obviously, his mum's boyfriend, who's been coming over and following him all over the place. Very, very interesting. So that's where we currently are. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you do, please smash like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, let's jump into episode 5 of season 3 of 30 Reasons Why.
They say the future is fluid.
This was inside? Yeah, just laying on top.
Is it the steroids that they've been taking?
What it is to be a man or a woman are going away.
I don't stay there. Me and Gavin, what evidence?
Find any, like, clues or whatever?
You don't know what the clues are until you know the crime.
Yeah, I would say that's probably true. That's good, that. Oh, this is Bryce's mum. They've obviously found the evidence. They're going to ring her and tell her what it is.
I know my son did drugs on occasion, but I never saw steroids.
So it was steroids. We did see Monty taking them, didn't we, last season with Bryce?
You haven't mentioned if there was evidence he was harmed.
Josephine?
Yes.
They found blood on the ground. Someone hurt my son.
You would be earwig, you know, wouldn't you? You can't blame her.
Always trying to be men. And everyone they hurt along the way, including their own damn selves.
I'll call you back, okay?
I thought you got rid of it last night. You can't just leave it lying around.
Just chill. I got it.
They found drugs and fingerprints.
What drugs?
She didn't say, but they found fingerprints that weren't his.
It's a car. It's got a ton of fingerprints. He probably drove his Hillcrest friends around.
Mara Josephine says you've not much of an appetite.
It's those West Indies spices she puts in everything.
She's Kenyan, Dad.
Where's the boy? He hasn't been in to see me for days. You're too hard on the kid. Boys need their wild time. Let him make his fucking mistakes. He's a boy.
Well, these mistakes, and then it's like not coming back mistakes.
Dempsey, what the hell? You got nothing to say about this?
We talked about it in preseason. Liberty Tigers play clean. I say go ahead and search.
And he don't take them.
Quite a few of the guys at Liberty were using, it turns out.
Holiday.
Yes, sir.
Come with me, son.
Do you know what my question is? Yeah, like how can he get done for taking steroids? Like, it's like if I took cocaine, for example, it's illegal. Yeah, it's illegal to take it, but like, how can I get done for taking it myself? Do you know what I mean? Like, if I have some cocaine here on me, if I had a bag, for example, like, if there's clear no evidence to distribute it to other people, and it's clear that obviously I'm not a grower or whatever, or a seller, like, then how can you get done for taking it? And I understand that it is illegal, but like, do you know what I mean? Like, that Holiday guy is going to get done for taking steroids. Yeah, he should probably be told, like, you know, this is bad for your health. You know, look at all these side effects that can happen. You're going to need it. Do you know what I mean? Once you stop taking it, then you're going to, you know, like, plateau, and you're going to try and want more and more. And do you know what I mean? It's bad for you. You shouldn't be getting it. But, like, you shouldn't really be getting done, considering he's a buyer and he's not, like, a distributor or seller or anything like that.
How long you been juicing? Do you know if anyone else on the team is on steroids?
No, sir. No, I didn't even know about Luke.
But if you have shit in your lockers, they're doing like a search.
Yeah, they already did, the football team. Why does he give a shit about a locker search?
Son, this is a murder investigation. If you didn't buy from the kid who was killed, I need to know who you got them from.
He works out at City Gym in the warehouse district.
Yeah, I'm happy that someone's pulling it out. Who is it? Justin.
Testosterone cypionate.
Steroids.
Oh.
Bryce was dealing them.
Maybe it's helping him, like, in his recovery. I'll never know, really.
Can't be this because you want to protect your rapist, and that's messed up. No, because there's human decency.
This is like an invasion of privacy. Fuck Justin! He's gonna rat people out about drugs? Really? I didn't buy from Bryce. Luke hooked me up with a guy.
Why?
Why do you think? Just look at me.
I think you're very handsome.
Well, you're the one girl in this county that would go for a skinny, sad kid. You went for Clay.
Don't let that go because you're
He's not lying though. Yeah, I thought that was good, mate, from him. I really liked what he just said. I absolutely loved what he just said. And also going back to what that girl said to Jessica, you know, you're still a victim. When you're ready, come to the survivors. No, mate. No, I get where you're coming from, but you're wrong. You are wrong. It's human decency. That's what I was trying to say last episode, yeah? We all hate Bryce and we all acknowledge that he done something wrong, but all you're doing by protesting this is hurting loved and family members who they didn't do anything wrong. It's their day to mourn their loved one, and you're just going to ruin it and cause even more trauma and stress for them. Not Bryce. Bryce is dead. He's gone. And, like, at least Jess gets that. She hates him and she wants him to suffer. But, like, you don't rub it in. You don't rub salt in the wounds of the loved ones. It's just, do you know what I mean? Decency, human decency that comes into play.
Be the kind of friends that drink coffee, right?
I think we can be that.
Yeah. Our friendship survived you dumping me for Justin before. I'm sorry.
Why you want to be with one person and not someone else, you can't always explain it. You learn to listen to your body. Makes you feel safe.
Oh,
he let his best friend rape you, and then he lied to you about it. How the fuck does that feel safe? It's just... I'm so sorry.
Oh, he's there already. From Alex's point of view, he's just feeling insecure and massively.
Later, what's hidden comes out.
Oh, don't start yet. Forgot something. Hey, if you want some shit to get you started, let me know.
I couldn't stick a needle in me. I don't mind, like, if Doctor does it, but I couldn't do it.
Who else showed signs of steroid use?
He's clearly took them, though. We've seen him taking them.
Montgomery de la Cruz.
You don't think that's mad that you can just get into his truck by just unzipping that? Look. It's literally the least secure car I've ever seen.
You want to tell me why you were out of class just now? Late driving back from lunch. You ever ride with Bryce Walker? No.
Why is this guy being disrespectful?
Their rage at the unfairness of everything.
What's going on? Nothing. Locker's clean.
Bro, did that guy just, like, racially do that? You know, that's mad. Why was he such an asshole? Like, why was he throwing all his stuff on the floor and tipping his bag out? Literally. You know, it's interesting to see the difference between each person, though. You kind of had Tyler, who you'd think could have a lot to hide. He seemed to be the calmest of them all, mate. He was fine, just stood there, chilling, looking up in the sky, kind of like smile on his face. Clay was kind of like, I don't know, concerned and panicky, you know, like he's being questioned. And then you had Justin, who obviously like looked like he had something to hide. He was scared. Do you know what I mean? You could see like a panic on his face. And then you had Tony, who was just getting his shit through all over the floor for literally no reason at all. The only thing I can think of is literally profiling, which is just terrible. So that was an interesting scene.
Well, he was a rapist.
He was also a child whose family is mourning his death.
And we're reminding them what he did when he was alive.
I'm a feminist. I was arrested for protesting apartheid. I've walked these picket lines 3 times. As a teacher, think hard before you make it worse.
Yeah, that was pretty good from him, actually. Usually it's a bit annoying.
But Monty never bothered hiding his rage. We followed him home and waited. There were things he was hiding that he couldn't show anyone.
Hey, I see you. Don't move.
Who's that? His dad?
Do we call the police?
I don't know. Just get in the car.
You get in the car.
What are you doing here?
Nothing.
Is that blood?
Is it Bryce's?
No, it's mine. And his.
It's interesting. Family lives make you how you are in the present. It's actually true.
You never sell to a kid again, you got me?
Whatever, dude.
I like how he's used a rag. Oh, he's just took it off him. He didn't even get any money, or maybe he did. Or some drugs, I don't. Oh. What the hell?
Brian Chu. He took the SAT for me. Bryce Walker got it from Brian.
Why'd Bryce want it?
Leverage. So I wouldn't talk. We met at a party.
Of course he did.
All right, it is time to get fucked up. I bet this house has top shelf whiskey.
Look at him, he just looks angry, doesn't he? Yeah, he doesn't look approachable.
At the bathroom, friend. And don't piss on the bed.
Why am I getting like vibes between them two? He's gonna pull him in. Yo, I didn't expect that. I'm not gonna lie, did not expect that. That was well unexpected. I never expected that.
I'm not here to party. You said that you have this stuff.
The juice, yeah, and for half the price that towny gym rat charges.
Dude.
Oh, relax, man. No one here gives a fuck. There's a dude selling coke out back.
That is true.
Hey, it was nice meeting you.
What'd you say to me, faggot?
All right.
That's a monster that we know.
Monty!
Why'd he go after you?
No clue. Fucked up. He gets like beat at home. 5,000 more tomorrow.
What? 8 grand for just getting knocked out? What the hell? I'll take 1 grand.
Pleasure doing business with you.
No, everybody's got their own uses. He's gonna hit in that car. I knew he was. And that's why he's got a damaged light.
Bryce brought me the cash. He said he got the ID from Brian and we didn't talk about it anymore.
Mate, that is a deep secret, that, mate. You can't be going around like proper exposing it just willy-nilly.
I don't think he knew. As for Alex, there's not much more to say, really. 2 favorite sad, skinny guys.
It's too soon to joke.
Oh, I love you, and you know it. And you 2 working out together.
Please don't say we're cute.
So fucking hot.
Like your abs. So core tight, and then yeah, the bar wants to rest across your delts. No?
Okay.
Every few weeks, $100 to Bryce. He sends $300 to somebody named Melody Scott.
A prostitute?
I'm like 90% so.
No, enough, right? Alex went to a prostitute, Bryce blackmailed him.
But does that sound like Bryce to you? I mean, it seems like Bryce would celebrate him for scoring with a pro.
Yeah, that does sound like Bryce, that. But it kind of fit with Alex's situation, not like situation, but like, you know, he said that, well, last season we seen it in it, mate. He was having like erectile problems, and then obviously if this juice is making him feel like, ugh, you know, like all manly and henched up and all like I don't know, what is it? All his testosterone, like going mad for it, he might want to get a release. You know what I mean? He's not got a girlfriend. Jesse's not around. All I'm thinking is it is loads of money for somebody in school, mate. Literally, 100 quid every 2 weeks to Bryce and 300 on this person as well. That is a lot of dollar, mate.
We'll pay you for your time.
Okay. Our friend recommended you. Alex. His name's Alex. I think you saw him last summer.
Sure.
We lost a friend of ours a few days ago. His name was Bryce Walker.
I knew Bryce well. He brought Alex here the first time.
Luke didn't want to get caught selling, so he sent me directly to his dealer, who'd seen me around with my dad and said no way he's dealing to a cop's kid. So I went to Bryce.
I don't think they saw each other after that.
Yo, doing lines together now.
Relax, man. The nurse has the night off.
Okay. Oh, shit.
When was the last time you got laid?
Like months ago.
Porn and J.O. since, right?
Multiple times a day some days.
Yeah. Unless some asshole at Hillcrest decides to sucker punch me in the hallway. Entirety of my human contact nowadays, except for Melody, provides a service that you and I need.
Alex?
Can we kiss?
Okay.
Fucking bitch. What's her name? The next night I met her. She goes East County, and we've been like, doing it every night this week.
Dude, hell yeah. It's my father's new place. He's in Telluride with his lady. We're gonna go in and fuck the place up.
Swords. Oh. You'd be fuming if you come home to that, wouldn't you? No way.
Speak and you die.
Shit, run. Oh, he's slow as well. Oh, they got away. Bet they feel like well thrilled, like proper adrenaline going for it.
No, that was some fucked up shit. Oh, fuck it, man. I can't believe we just did that.
That kid is scarred for life because of us.
He is.
Baby, we're all scarred for life. Check your fucking head.
Yo.
I'll see you again.
What? Alex, come on.
After that, I didn't get the discount, which is why the payments went up.
You think I'm a sad, skinny kid?
I reckon he's skinnier than Alex, yeah.
Right-sized, very handsome, very complicated kid.
How's Alex?
Messed up.
Didn't think he had anything to do with Bryce, but drugs of any kind, man, they fuck you up. You seem awfully dark tonight.
How are you not?
I guess I am, but I'm alive, so I figure I'm ahead of the game.
Yo, that was a good transition from present to past. I'm starting to understand them properly.
He's a piece of work, my grandfather, isn't he? Racist, homophobic, angry piece of shit. I look at my grandfather and I think, where the hell do I end up? Did you end up where you want to be? Cleaning up coke for a rich white kid?
I'm exactly where I want to be.
Fucking good for you! Good night, Ani. Sorry about the mess.
You did nothing wrong.
He was tired and upset about his father.
Yes, there are all manner of excuses. Is he awake?
Yes, but he's just taken his medicine.
She's going to tell him about Bryce. Bad timing.
I'm afraid your grandson is dead.
Wonder it.
We're attending his funeral tomorrow.
Bryce, give me my cane, goddammit! I need
Dad,
my
you are
cane.
not to stand. Doctor's
I need my
orders.
cane, my cane. Where's
If
my
you get
cane?
him his cane, it will help calm him down.
Men and their rage and all the things they do to keep those hidden away.
Oh, is that Tony's car? Why would Tony's car be there? When was the last time we seen Tony's car? Was it when it got smashed up by them guys? It was proper done in, wasn't it? We haven't seen him driving it this season. It's like his baby, wasn't it? Season 1 and 2. He was always in it, cleaning it. You know, it's proper old school as well. There's loads of dear, expensive old school cars in that garage, isn't there? Now, do you know what? It's interesting this season because obviously, like Bryce as a whole, I dislike his character, but like this season, I've not minded him, and I've enjoyed some of the scenes that he's been in, which is really interesting because, like I said, mate, on the previous 2 seasons, I've pretty much hated every scene that he's been in. So, you know, I'm excited, obviously, to see the rest of his story and how we got to his death, for example. Now, I want it to be somebody that we know. You know, I hate it all the time when it's just like a random person. When you get teased, you know what I mean? It's like a guessing game. Who's done this? Who's done that? And then it's like, oh, it was Steve. And you're like, mate, Steve's not even in the story. You dropped him in like 2 episodes. Like, what's going on? Do you know what I mean? Like, it needs to be someone relevant. Somebody that we've had a backstory of and we can think, yeah, you know what? It's justified. It does make sense why they've done that. Or you can, even if it don't make sense, you can kind of like put 2 and 2 together and see, yeah, okay, at least I can kind of like see. Do you know what I mean? Where now, right now we're guessing, and that's the best part, when you're constantly guessing and we don't want it to be a random person. Now, having Alex, you know, this episode kind of like become friendly with Bryce. Obviously at first he was using him to buy obviously the steroids, and then obviously it seemed like they started to have like a little friendshipy relationship sort of thing. Now you can see in the present why he probably wants to hide that, because last season, you know, well, we know what he's done to Jess and obviously to Hannah. And he was there fighting with Jess to send him down, wasn't it? And then obviously you come into the season and like friendly, he won't want that to even dampen or ruin more of his relationship that he's kind of had with Jess right now, because obviously we're seeing how he reacted in a coffee shop, you know, when he tried to kind of like be civil and say we can still be friends, you know, you mean you, Jess, and then obviously he turned straight over to Justin, and you know, she kind of said that she felt safer with Justin, and he's like, safer, you know, somebody that, you know, covered up your rape, do you know what I mean? And then like started going mad. He stood up, knocked the coffee over accidentally, but then obviously when he went to get some napkins and turn around, Justin was there straight away. And obviously for him, feeling insecure about himself, I kind of understand like the story with, you know, the escort in today's like episode. It kind of does fit kind of Alex's, not personality, but like his growth in trying to get better. Do you know what I mean? Like obviously last season he had problems, this season it's working, but now he's like, you know, like lonely. And I kind of like just enjoyed how they integrated everything kind of in. I thought like this episode made sense with all of the stories that we tried to like put together, so I did enjoy it. Okay, and that's going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out our channel today. So as we've seen, you know, Justin has finally got rid of the weapon. Now obviously we've seen him kind of pull it out and not use it, but threaten to use it. He wants that guy to leave him alone, and then he's gone over to the same person that Tyler actually bought the weapon off in the first place, and he's handed it over. Now I don't know if he got something in return or if he was just using it as an out to obviously get rid of that weapon. You know, who knows, we'll have to see. But I like I said, the story that we got today. I thought it was interesting with the Bryce and you know, Bryce and Alex situation when he went to that house and he was kind of like, they got the swords out and he was cutting up everything. I know that the little kid come down the stairs and obviously Bryce was like, you say anything, I'll kill you. It's savage, but I kind of get where he's trying to come from. He's trying to protect their own asses from getting caught, you know what I mean? Especially in Alex's situation where he can't actually run. Now, Alex was fuming at that, actually, and he went mad at him and no longer got the friends and family like discount, so to speak. That's why he's paying full price, which is well expensive that he's paying. And like I said, mate, where's he getting his money from? Because that is pure dome. Now, in terms of Bryce, like I said, this episode, I didn't really mind him. I thought his story was really interesting. You know, I thought the principal was right when he was saying to Jess, you know, I like how Jess is actually like not on board for going to protest against Bryce's funeral, but like she's not kind of like the leader of the group, is she? It's kind of like a collective vote, and they all kind of voted to do it, and she has to kind of go with it. Now, she doesn't have to go there, but she's part of the group, and if they decide it, they decide it. Now, they are putting the posters up and she is tearing them down, and the principal did come in and he was saying to her, you know what I mean, like, I am a feminist, I've done these marches, I've been arrested a few times for them, and this, you know, it's just going to hurt his family. We've said that on the channel already, haven't we? You know, it's not only going to hurt his family, but it's just, you know, disrespectful. It actually is, whether you like Bryce or not. No. So it's interesting that they found, obviously, steroids in Bryce's bag last episode, and then obviously we come through in today's, and they've been searching the school, the lockers. We've seen obviously that Alex throw his in the trash. We also know that Monty's been taking them as well. They're making a big massive deal out of it. We got like a decent little backstory about Alex obviously buying it off someone and how he moved over to Bryce, and then obviously he went to the party, which obviously Monty was there, which really, like, surprisingly, he ended up getting a blowy off one of the dudes that was there. And then I don't know whether it's because he's not secure of his sexuality. We seen the Courtney last season, didn't we? Or was it season 1? I'm not too sure now. Where obviously, like, she is into girls, but like, she doesn't want people to know, and she's kind of insecure about that information getting out. And we see her all of the time, like, denying it. Do you know what I mean? And we had Ryan saying, mate, we all know what you are. Just come out, you know. The only person that you're kidding is yourself. None of us actually care. But obviously now it's flipped, and now we've got a guy. Now I don't know if he's bisexual or whatnot, but when he was leaving, you know, the guy said, you know, we should hang out sometime, and we got the standing Monty that we actually know in the show. Not that no one love, we just know. And he lashed out and he knocked him out. And then obviously Bryce had to pull him off and drive him home. And then we seen, like, in his family life as well, he's disgruntled. His dad's not really a great guy. Seems like he's having problems home as well. And we seen him kind of go out with his little baton and go to, like, bash him, so to speak. But we didn't actually see him hit him, but that's where the blood's come from. And it matches, obviously, the situation where they found that in his truck, and they thought it might have been Bryce's. And obviously he said that Bryce was my best friend, why would I kill him? I said last episode as well, I think it'd be interesting if it was someone in the inner circle, and I'd just throw like a stone in the pond and say it was either Zach or Monty. But again, you know, realistically, I don't believe it's any of them, but I do want it to be somebody close. Do you know what I mean? So I'm going to stick with them right now, and obviously I can't wait to find out more. So thanks for checking out today's episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please smash a like, it really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.